Hi, I am Anmol and I am presenting the demo for our project. The title of this project is Cloud-Based Multi-Platform Pulse and Blood Oxygen Monitoring System. So it is an IoT-based pulse and blood oxygen monitoring system which will allow doctors to monitor the pulse and blood oxygen level of isolated people remotely through an app. Our device will be able to periodically collect the parameters from the sensors and send it to the app. The app will send this data to a cloud database. Whenever the blood oxygen level drops below a general level, then we have webhook integration in our app, which allows us to send an email to the specified email address. In an ideal use case, this will be doctor's email address who is supposed to monitor the patient remotely. Also, it signals the patient that they may need oxygen cylinders as early as possible to maintain blood oxygen level. We have also built a mobile app. The mobile app can be used by the people who are taking care of the patient as it presents an interactive UI which shows the blood oxygen level as well as the pulse of the patient at various intervals. In our case, we have kept this for 15 seconds. And also there is a dashboard where the values can be seen by the doctor, and it will also store the historic values of the patient as well. We have achieved this using ThingSpeak visualization dashboard. We have sent the data from the oximeter sensor to the ThingSpeak API. So that is it, and now I will be presenting the demo. As you can see, the video on the left, we have the dashboard which can be used by the doctor to track the historical values that is coming from the device which is at the patient end. And if you see the readings right now, that is 84 and 98, both of those readings are reflected on the dashboard as well. For example, now the reading changed to 71 and 94, and soon we will see that SpO2 as well as pulse reading will be 71 and 94 as well on the dashboard side as well. So this is the flow. We will let the app now run for a few seconds and just observe it as more and more readings come by. So this is the flow that the app is able to get the real-time values of pulse as well as blood oxygen, and after that it is showing it in the app, and same value is being shown on the dashboard as well. Okay, so that was about the dashboard as well as the mobile application demo. Now we look at the email side of things. So what we do here is to drop the patient's heart rate. We send the value through the API directly in our browser, as you can see in the address bar. Now once this value is sent, we see that on the end of the email, for example, in this case, my other teammate Raghav's email I have used. So basically, he is playing the doctor. So because my value is going below a certain threshold value, so on his email ID, he will get an email alert saying that this specific value, in our case SpO2 or the pulse of this patient, went below this critical threshold, and you must look into it. So the patient name as well as timestamp is shown in the email. So that is what I'll show now. As you can see, we have passed the low value, in this case 30, to both of the charts, and this leads to value getting reduced drastically, and in this case alert is triggered for both blood oxygen as well as pulse, and we should be expecting an email now, and this is what we get. I'll show that the next. So as you can see in the email now, there are two emails at the top. The first one is about abnormal heart rate, and the second one is about low SpO2, that is blood oxygen of the patient. And when we open these two emails, what we see is as follows. So for the heart rate, as you can see, this is the value we get. So the heart rate went to 35 bpm abnormally. So in this case, you got the email that the patient name, in this case Anmol, had the heart rate as this, and this is sent to Raghav's email, which is acting as doctor in this case, and this has the timestamp as well as the value of the reading specific that we are trying to monitor, and this is done using webhook and IFTTT. So that is it, and now we will see similar email that we got for another value that we are tracking, that is SpO2. This email is similar to what we got for a normal heart rate, but in this case, here we are getting the value for low blood oxygen as well as the value that is low. Basically, we set the alert for whenever value is less than or equal to 35% threshold, then the email is sent. And because that condition was met, the email was sent to the doctor for my reading, as well as patient name was included along with the timestamp as well as date. So that concludes the demonstration of our project. We went over the mobile app, the dashboard, the email integration, as well as ThingSpeak, and how we sent the email using webhooks. Thank you very much.